Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for another tutorial in Melinda's Rubber Room. I'm Melinda Pierce and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today to show you how to make this card. I'm going to put you down to my work surface and get right to it. So this is a card that I did at my September stamp camp, and if you purchased a card kit in the mail, you will receive all the supplies to make the card with the exception of the stamped images. So I'm going to show you how you can get around the stamped images on this card. So I'm going to start by taking my white cardstock and my Seaside seashells die, and I'm going to cut those out. So I'm going to put my main plate, my shim, and a cutting plate in my cut and emboss machine. Put that down, put this on top, and just run this through. And I'm going to put that aside. Take out my die cut images. Okay, so if you have the stamp set to stamp the images, at this point you would go ahead and stamp the images right on top of these ones here. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp those, assuming that you have the stamp set. But remember, if you don't, it's okay. You can still do without, and I'm going to walk you through that. Okay, so I'm going to find the large stamp that goes with this image here. I should say that this stamp set is called Friends Are Like Seashells, and that is in the main catalog. You can purchase that on my online store at www.melindapierce.stampinup.net, along with all the other products that I'm showing you today. Okay, so I'm going to stamp, oh, here's my stamp set. Friends Are Like Seashells. Beautiful set. Love the words in that set as well. Okay, so I'm going to stamp my image in crumb cake. That's this first one. Oh, nope, this was a different color, but for this one, I'm just going to do crumb cake on this one. Okay, then I'm going to do the next one in soft succulent. And I'll do this one and that. This was supposed to be the crumb cake. And then I'll do the little shell and the pale papaya. Just like so. And then I'm going to run this through the coordinating embossing folder that coordinates with the set, and that is called the Seashells 3D. So what I'm going to do is put this in. You want to look for the Stampin' Up! Logo. That's going to tell you that you're putting it in the right way. I'm going to line up those seashells with the ones that are in that embossing folder. So this is where, if you didn't have the stamps, and I sent you a card kit in the mail, you will have received the white seashells that have been die cut out and the embossed seashells. So I'm going to bring my cut emboss machine back in. I have my white main plate, my embossing folder, and my gray plate. Okay, so again, if you were buying this as part of my card kit in the mail, you would receive the white cutout image and the embossed image. So you can see the embossed images are there on top of the inked images, in my case. If you did not, if you don't have the stamped images and you receive the card kit in the mail, what you can do is I'll show you on these little ones here. What you can do is take a dauber or a blending brush and just lightly go over that, and that will bring out the detail on that embossed image. So that's how you can make do without having the stamps. Okay, so I'm just going to proceed ahead. And I'm going to, looking for my little scissors, just going to cut around these stamped images or embossed images and cut them away from that larger die cut. So there's a lot of uses for this for the larger die cut. You can use that as the whole front of your card. But on the card that we're doing today, I just want these 3 larger shells. What I love about this is that you get the embossed image as well as the die cut. And then if you get the stamp set, it's kind of a 3-in-1. You can do so much with those 3 items, with the embossing folder, the die cut images, and the stamp set. And then you have all these extra pieces, the little seaweed pieces that you can also use. And again, if you bought the card kit in the mail, you can just sponge those any color that you want and use those for another project. Since we're cutting them all off. Alrighty, done with those pieces. I'm going to bring the rest of the card kit in. So we have the white piece that's going to go on the inside of the card. We have the pale papaya. I've already embossed that one, so I'm going to just go ahead and adhere that. I did post the October card kits in the mail on my Facebook page, so if you'd like to get in on those cards, now's your chance to do that. So this paper that I'm adhering is from the Textured Chic Designer Series paper in the main catalog. I'm using this side. You can certainly use this side as well. It goes perfect for this type of card, but I do kind of like the gold showing through. And then I'm going to bring my stamped images in, lay those out. I'm going to raise those up on dimensionals. And by raising those up, it allows me room to slide in that gold seaweed piece that I've cut out. Remember, when you're putting your dimensionals on, if you're going to cross your pieces on top of each other, you don't necessarily want to double up on your dimensionals by putting dimensionals on the bottom piece and then layering another die cut that has dimensionals on that, because it's just going to get thicker and thicker. So I can see that I put this one on here. I'm going to go ahead and take that off because it's going to add too much thickness. And it's crossing over on my other one. I'll lay that down like so. Just stick a little bit of glue right down there where that dimensional was that I took off. I'll put this one right down in the corner. Just like so. And then I have the seaweed that I cut. Well, I'm calling it seaweed. I'm not sure what it is, but it's this gorgeous die that comes with the Delicate Edges dies. It's this one here. It really is pretty, and I'm using the gold designer series paper that's in the holiday catalog, I believe. It's called Distressed Gold. You can see how pretty that is. It's just, there it is. It's really nice gold cardstock. Adds just a little something special to your card. So what I'm going to do is take this one piece and just cut it right along this edge here. It's a little too big to add to the card by itself, so that's going to be tucked in there. And then I'm just going to trim these little pieces to make it look a little bit more natural. I'm just going to trim it to a point. I think it just makes it look a little bit more graceful by having it pointed edges like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue. Sometimes I like having cards that don't have a greeting on it. That way I can just pull it out and use it for whatever purpose I want. Or just to have a note card handy. So that's what this card is. It doesn't have a greeting on the inside or the outside. There's that final touch for the outside. And then on the inside, I'm going to stamp a couple little, going to stamp a couple extra seashells. Wasn't paying attention to what I was doing there for a second. Okay, so I'm just going to take this one. This is where if you bought a card kit in the mail, you could use those extra stamped images or die cut images from the embossed piece that I sent you. You could cut those out and put those right on the inside of your card. Okay, now I'm going to use my glue to attach that to the inside. Just like so, and that is the completed card. And I hope you enjoyed that tutorial and learned something new. Feel free to comment or leave a message on my YouTube channel or leave a message on my Facebook page at Melinda's Rubber Room on Facebook. Again, you can purchase all the supplies on my online store at melindapierce.stampinup.net. Hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.